Next we move on to another phase of cell division known as metaphase. Meta means middle phase. Metaphase, the key characteristics of metaphase or the key events that happens during metaphase, that as we had seen that during prophase the centrioles had already moved to the opposite poles and spindle fibers had been formed during prophase. Now comes the function of spindle fibers. Why were these spindle fibers formed? What's the use of forming these spindle fibers in between the two centrioles? The reason for formation of these spindle fibers is that the chromosomes get attached to these spindle fibers by centromere. So the spindle fibers are attached to the chromosome during metaphase because there are two chromosomes and they needs to be separated, which is done in the later stages. So to separate these two chromosomes, it cannot happen on its own. There needs some medium to separate these two chromosomes, sister chromatids rather. So how are these two sister chromatids separated? It's with the help of spindle fibers. So this is the main function of spindle fibers, that it helps in the separation of the two sister chromatids. So before the separation, it needs to be attached to the chromosomes, right? So during metaphase, the spindle fibers attaches to chromosomes. And where does it attach? It attaches at the centromere. Okay. So we see there are two functions of centromere. One was the attachment of the two sister chromatids. The two sister chromatids are attached to each other by the centromere. So the centromere keeps the two sister chromatids close to each other, attached to each other, and it does not let them separate out right from the beginning. Okay, and another second important function of centromere is that it helps in the attachment of this chromosome with the spindle fibers. Okay, so here we have two functions of, so here we see that in metaphase the chromosomes are attached to spindle fibers and they all align in one plane, in the equatorial plane. So if we see, we had seen these two were the poles. If we tilt it like this, so these two were the poles, and in the middle we have the equator, same as the equator of a globe, right? So this is the equator. All the chromosomes align to each other in the middle equatorial plane. So this is the two main events that happens in the metaphase. Next we move on to anaphase, or the later phases of mitosis. As we had already seen that the two sister chromatids had attached itself to the spindle fibers. Now these spindle fibers will help in the moving of two sister chromatids, and it helps in the separation of these two sister chromatids. Why are these two sister chromatids actually separating out? Why it cannot be together like the chromosome? Why can't the two sister chromatids be together? Because that's the reason why are we doing the cell division. Cell division means formation of two new cells. So each of the cell will have equal content, right? So chromosome cannot go only in one cell. It has to be equally divided in both the cells. So for equal division, one sister chromatid will go in one cell, another sister chromatid will go into another cell. Now, how does this separation actually happens? If we see over here that earlier in metaphase, the chromosomes or the sister chromatids were attached to the spindle fiber at centromere. Now this spindle fiber, they start contracting. So when something starts contracting or they start shortening up, they will start pulling the two sister chromatids because their length is shortened and they are already attached to the centromere. So when they are shortening out, they will start pulling the two cells, and hence the two cells are pulled up like this. The two chromosomes are pulled up at the opposite poles. So this happens during anaphase, that the centromere joining the two sister chromatid also divides. So the centromere also divides. So this helps or facilitates, or this catalyzes the separation of the two chromatids. and the two sister chromatids separates and are pulled apart at towards the opposite poles due to the shortening of the spindle fibers. And in animal cells, a furrow starts forming in the middle of the cell membrane. Okay, this again is a key difference between cell division of plant cell and cell division of animal cell. That because in animal cell, as we know that in plant cell there is a cell wall which is very rigid, so there is no scope of formation of cell furrow over here. Okay, so in animal cell there is no in animal cell there is no cell wall as such, there is only a cell membrane. So during anaphase, a furrow like this starts forming at both the ends of the cell. So a furrow like starts forming over here. Okay, so this is the key event that happens during anaphase, that the spindle fibers starts shortening, the two sister chromatids starts separating out, and in animal cell a furrow formation begins. Now we come to the last stage of mitosis known as the telophase. In telophase, we see the two daughter chromosomes reach the opposite poles. So in anaphase we had seen the two chromosomes were separated out and they move towards the two poles of the cells, right? Now by the time the cell reaches telophase, the chromosomes have separated and they have already moved towards the opposite poles. Okay, now they have moved towards opposite poles. Now all the things again come back which were disappearing in prophase, again everything's come back. Like for example, so in telophase, if you see that telophase is actually the reverse stage of prophase. Okay, how we'll see this? In prophase we had seen that the nuclear membrane had disappeared, nucleoli had disappeared. Now in telophase, since the two chromosomes had actually divided, so why did the nuclear membrane disappear? Because so that the two chromosomes can be separate. When you have a covering, the two chromosomes cannot separate into two new cells. Okay, so that's the reason for the disappearance of nuclear membrane. But now since the two chromosomes have already separated, the nuclear membrane has again reappeared. So this again is a feature of telophase, that the nuclear membrane is formed around the two daughter chromosomes and nucleoli also reappear. Next, the two daughter chromosomes have already reached the two poles, as we had seen in anaphase that they were moving towards opposite poles. By the time it reaches telophase, it has already reached the two poles. Chromatids turn into chromatin threads. Chromosome in cell division, in the beginning only I had said that cell division occurs in the form of chromosomes and not in form of chromatin. So now the two new cells have been formed, the two nucleus have divided, so the chromosomes are now changing itself to chromatin. Okay, so this again is a reverse of prophase, where in prophase we had seen that chromatin had turned to chromosome. Now over here in telophase, the chromosome now turn back to chromatin. Okay, in animal cells furrow deepens further, in plant cell a cell plate is laid down. Okay, so in animal cell, in anaphase we have seen a furrow had appeared over here. Now this furrow keeps on deepening. So it's somewhat like, if this is the cell, the furrow like had appeared like this. Okay, furrow was happening over here. Now this keeps on deepening like this. So the cells are, if you notice that they will keep on deepening further and further to ultimately give you two cells. Okay, so this is the deepening of the furrow. But in plant cell what happens? Plant cell is somewhat like this with the cell wall. This is the cell wall and then this is the cell membrane. Over here there is no furrow formation. Okay, so when the two daughter chromosomes have divided, a cell plate is laid in between. This is the cell plate. Okay, so there is no furrow formation over here. A cell plate is laid between, separating the two daughter chromosome. So these are the key events of telophase. So if you see that it's the reverse of prophase, okay, where the two nuclear membrane again reappears, the two daughter cells move towards the opposite poles, chromosomes which was throughout the mitosis. Now since the cell division has occurred, it has again come back or changed its form to its original chromatin form. Okay, and in animal cell furrow deepens further, and in plant cells a cell plate is laid over here. Okay, so if you see over here, the cell hasn't divided yet. Okay, what has been divided? Two new chromosome has been formed, and this is a nuclear membrane. So the nucleus has divided. Okay, so in telophase there is the division of nucleus is happening. The cell hasn't been divided yet. The cell is still intact, containing two nucleus or the two chromosomes. Okay, so this division is known as karyokinesis. Karyo means nucleus, division, kinesis means division. So if you see this diagram thoroughly, the two nucleus has been formed. Okay, the cell is still there, two nucleus has been formed. So if you see the prophase where there was only one nucleus and now there are two nucleus. So till telophase the nucleus has divided. So this is known as karyokinesis. So in telophase we have seen the cleavage formation was deepening, and by the time the cell reaches cytokinesis, the cleavage deepens completely and the cell divides into two new cells or two daughter cells. So one cell, another cell. So cytokinesis means division of the cell. So till telophase we had karyokinesis or the division of two nucleus. So if you see, the nucleus has already divided by the time the cell was in telophase. So karyokinesis has occurred by telophase, and now cytokinesis occurs, which means the cell now divides and all the other organelles and other materials also divide during cytokinesis. So in animal cell the furrow deepens to give you two new cells, and in plant cell the cell plate grows from the center towards the periphery, resulting in two new cells. So how does the cell plate forms? This is the cell wall, this is the cell membrane. The cell plate formation starts from the middle. We have the two nucleus, the two which contains the two chromosomes, which happened during telophase. The two nucleus were separated. Now a cell plate is laid, and now it keeps on growing from the center towards the periphery, and ultimately it gives you two new daughter cells of plants, and then the cell wall is formed, and now we have two new daughter cells. So this is how cytokinesis occurs in plant cells. Okay. So to summarize the entire prophase, we have this overall summary of the entire mitosis. We had started with prophase, where the chromosomes condense from the chromatin fibers. The chromatin fibers had condensed during the interphase, and by the time the cell reached your prophase, the cells were now no longer chromatin fibers, it had converted to chromosomes. Okay, spindle fibers start appearing from the chromosome from the centrioles, and the nuclear envelope or the nuclear membrane had disappeared. The centrosomes move towards the opposite poles for the formation of spindle fibers. This is a prometaphase, this is the, or you can say the later prophase, where the chromosomes still continue to condense. Okay, So this is not exactly needed right now. Prophase, this is still the continuation of prophase, okay. The kinetochores or the spindle fibers, so whatever was happening during prophase, it is continuing in prometaphase, okay. So now the cells have reached to metaphase, where the chromosomes have lined up together in one equatorial plane, and each sister chromatid has attached itself to the chromosome through centromere, okay. Next is the anaphase, where the two chromosomes which were attached to the spindle fibers, now they separate out, giving two sets of chromosomes. So the centromere splits and the two chromosomes move towards the opposite poles, and spindle fibers begin to elongate the cell. Certain spindle fibers begin to elongate the cell, or the spindle fibers, they start contracting and move the two chromosomes or the two sister chromatids towards the opposite poles. And last stage was the telophase, where the two chromosomes had already separated and new nuclear membrane was formed, okay. So the two chromatids have already moved towards the opposite poles, nuclear membrane again reappears, and spindle fibers disappears from the during the telophase, and now the karyokinesis has occurred, the two nucleus has been formed. Now the cell is dividing, the cell is now dividing in the cytokinesis, where in animal cell there was a furrow formation which deepens like this to give you two new daughter cell, and in plant cell a cell plate is laid down, which moves from middle to towards the periphery and separates the two plant cells.